Hi, I'm David Carter. I'm the Principal Clarinetist and Education Director of Tulsa Symphony. Carnegie Hall Link Up is a multi-year elementary curriculum that engages students in an exploration of orchestral repertoire and core musical concepts. It's far more than an annual orchestra concert.
Link Up is awesome. Link Up is a wonderful way to connect the students with repertoire that they're not normally exposed to, and it's the teacher's job to bridge that gap and make it as fun and realistic as possible and come to life.
We are so much more important as musicians than just playing music on the concert hall stage, and for that reason, a main mission of Tulsa Symphony has been, since the very beginning, a commitment to community service and particularly education in the community, and that begins in the schools.
It makes me feel cool and like better and cooler, and it feels like refreshing when you accomplished it. It's really cool.
Students are actually involved in the music making process, singing, playing instruments, and even creating their own original compositions.
They're not just passive listeners. This isn't a field trip. This is actually child development at its finest.
Designed for grades 3, 4, and 5, the curriculum is integrated into existing school instruction.
You could take this curriculum and do it all year. And I thought to myself, that's exactly what I want to do. Because I could teach all these different genres, I can make it relatable to the students' lives, and I could really use this curriculum and run with it.
Miss Reed taught us all the notes and then the fingers, which one they go on.
The skills are introduced and developed over a period of months and over the course of the 3-year program, which grows with every child regardless of when they begin.
They have been studying the music, listening, moving, understanding these skills that are being built and absorbing it on a month-by-month basis to the point where they are so engaged. It is such a meaningful experience to them.
Tulsa Symphony has partnered with Carnegie Hall's Weill Music Institute and leading local educators to bring this phenomenal program to Tulsa. We provide annual professional development to help teachers adapt and implement the program for their classroom, to incorporate it in a way that makes sense for their students and their school community.
I want to use this curriculum with all my grades in various ways. And I have all these ways to teach every concept, all of the elements of music. You've got your steady pulse, your rhythm, your form, tone, color. It's all there.
You might have a child in class that might underperform in one area but excels in music, and now they have an opportunity to do that in a structured program that's part of the curriculum, and that gives them that sense of achievement that they might need to bring up the other areas of their education.
After a few months of learning, students attend a unique Tulsa Symphony concert, which is proving to be an unbelievable experience for both the students and the professional musicians on stage.
And it culminates in a big event like a concert where they actually sing and they play the recorder, they use their hands to clap rhythms, and then it's not just by rote. They actually make rhythms up in the concert. So it's a very creative way of putting kids in touch with those sensory things, which I think are key to development.
It is an extreme amount of effort for us to do it, but for the amount of impact that it makes on this community and reaching so many children, it is worth every second of effort.
My favorite song was O Fortuna because I like to learn about Latin, and I don't know a lot about Latin, so that's my favorite song.
I think it inspires them to pursue music, to be interested in music, to know that they can be playing with some of these professional people right from their seats and sort of have something that they can look forward to in their future.
The responses from students and teachers alike have been very positive, and we're excited by the impact Carnegie Hall Link Up can have across our region. Students in the program will feel competent with the skills they've honed over 3 years, and will take a special confidence with them to middle school, where they will be more likely to get involved with their school band, orchestra, or choir program, or other arts groups.
It makes you feel like you can be free and do whatever you want.
One thing that music can do for students and children especially is it can give them a sense of confidence, a sense of they can step forward and they can perform In other words, it kind of lifts you and it lifts them. And I really believe a program like this that is so well thought out and has so many different elements for them to learn from is vital for us to keep doing in the community.
We know early exposure to music education makes students stronger readers and better mathematicians. It improves their sense of purpose and self-esteem and helps them develop into socially responsible citizens with a lifelong love of music and the arts.
I think that this helps to bridge the gap between our communities. I think we're at a time right now where some of the communities are feeling very divided, and the arts are what can help bridge that gap.
We all agree arithmetic, math, of course, and English, science, literature, these are all important things. But the thing about music is that it actually brings all of that together.
As a musician with the TSO, I know that as much as I love classical music for its inherent value, part of what makes it so special is that feeling we get as performers, joining our peers to create something bigger and more powerful than any of us could create on our own.
I wasn't prepared for it, to be honest. The first time that I heard those little voices as we went along and we were playing this music, we had rehearsed it once, and I knew that there would be students there and they would be singing along. But when I heard those voices fill the concert hall, I mean, I was not the only one with tears.
See the lovely birds in the meadow. Curly leaves will dance when the wind blows.
I mean, it's difficult to play while you're watching those kids and knowing just what a difference you're making in their lives. You know, we're not brain surgeons. We don't get to save lives on a regular basis. We play music and we hope people like it, but to be able to be part of something like that where you can see it and hear it and feel the energy in the room, it's unlike anything I've experienced before.
We want Link Up students to know that feeling too, to develop a relationship with music making that will inspire them for years to come.
I think it's incredibly important that this program continue for these students and for the city, because the students that are taking this program now in 4th grade, in a few years they're going to be in high school, and in a few years they will be voting and they will be having jobs in this city and running for office.
Thank you for your consideration to support Link Up in our region.